I don't know. Just don't know. So, just had a talk with a friend. And first of all, I don't like this shit. I don't like the admittance that this feels like to me with how antisocial I become. Like, with the more my energy be like it's like too much. So much so I'll be trying to get fired from my job. I might fire me. Nigga won't leave, but nigga be like, fire me please. So it's like, make it easier. It's like being in a relationship and you just treat a motherfucker bad and they still there. Like, fuck, I'm too weak to leave. Why don't y'all just fire me? Why don't you just break up with me? I'm not strong enough to just leave you. That way I can still put some of the responsibility on you, right? Onus is one of the main things. Taking onus. Because that led me to the question that made me even record this video, which is, how much advice do you give that you don't take? Interesting question. A hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. Because I have conversations and often it's mentioned that, man, you got so much information and you so wise and analytical and critical thoughts and all this stuff. Why your life ain't? And it's like, I feel a reflection of both sides of that statement. It's like, why? Because in the same praise of intellect, you want to pull me down because the insecurity won't let you just give an accolade of praise. So you got to bring me down. It's like the Twitter effect. Brought guys down to humans and humans up to God status. And like, but I'm just to a point where I'm trying my best to find balance. And I can honestly say, I am an emotional wreck. You know, as much as I preach, be conscious of your words and how the universe is. I think one of the biggest lessons I just learned, shout out to the soulmate experience. The universe is not your friend. It's like a homie tried to come over and he telling me about the fucking how great Keanu Reeves is, and you know, shout out to Keanu Reeves. But then he talking about this quote that is one of his favorite quotes about being alone and how that must be the worst feeling in the world. And Keanu's response was like, nah, like I treat myself good. And I treat myself so good that being with another person becomes just a bonus instead of a necessity. And I'm like, yeah, nah, bruh. This is a dualistic dimension. I'm not saying it's not possible, but once you get to a point to where you love yourself so much, then he reveals something else. He lost his love. She died or some shit, and they never had kids, and he been by himself ever since. I said, okay, well there you go. That sounds like wisdom born out of pain, which is where most of it comes from. You feel me? Like, the pain of the loss made him, first of all, frightened to go out there and try it again. It's like, if this is the outcome, a worst case scenario, what's the chances of it happening to me? Right? Another reason I'm on here is because I did my own. Man, I feel like every reader, if you're a reader, you're supposed to read on yourself first. How you gonna tell somebody else about themselves, you coward? And you don't read on yourself. You know what I mean? But I digress. You know, I feel like it is very important for you to see the reflection of yourself in others. Now, every relationship is not an intimate one, but the energy exchange is. Whether you want to give credence to that or nah, don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Because I'm telling you, my truth, either it's going to resonate or it's not. But when it really boils down to it, that deserves recognition, which is, if you was here to be by yourself, there would be no necessity for reproductive organs if you were supposed to just be by yourself. Now, I'm not saying it's not more important to love yourself before trying to love someone else, but a lot of times, the way they got this construct, you don't even got time to do that. Well, most don't, you feel me? Unless you're somebody like myself where you ain't had no choice. Because I think this is a preface to my fucking shit that I'm gonna have to, I gotta do it. And I don't want to do it because the shit is embarrassing as hell. But I got to do it, which is lead by example. I'm going to put myself out there and tell my story. So we can see. All of the wisdom that I learned, I only learned through the pain. That's why I came with that analogy, which is, man, that's a painful realization. Like, love yourself. Yeah, you got to know yourself. But once you know yourself, you got to know that you are connected to everything around you. So if you're connected to everything around you, why would you choose a light that you don't interact? You talking to a Pisces. Now, one thing, I'm really tuned in, fully embrace. Like, my motherfucking sun, my chart is fucked up, okay? With the lessons that I'm learning. How you feel? You know my chart is fucked. How fucked up my chart is? My chart's so fucked up. One of my common statements that I say to people that don't even understand a conscious walk, I be like, yeah, because I'm not coming back. You can come back. And they be looking at me like, what? Like, man, I'm trying to get to that night body. I'm tired of this human experience, man. This shit hurt. It's a hurt to heal. Like, trying to get to love, man, that shit's painful, man. So that's all I'm going to say is this whole self-righteous martyr shit, and it don't even be your fault all the way. Because I'm going to tell you, one of the first vibrations I tapped in was music. And I just noticed how my ego uses all the fucking wrong love songs when I'm trying not to think about a bitch. You feel me? Like, all the wrong love songs. You feel me? To where the music played on my disposition. So I had to combat that, you know, with, you know, the Lord of machismo philosophy, sugar free. You feel me? The philosophical extraordinaire himself. You know, because you got to combat it, because this shit is made to soften. Nah, man, I'm not with this shit, dog. This shit got me so emotionally imbalanced because I recognize that it's everything. The food, the fucking environment, all this shit, man. So it's like, be passionate, be happy. Man, fight back, man. You got to get to a point to where you say enough is enough. And when you get to a point to where you say enough is enough, then you are going to take action to get out of your disposition. Because other than that, man, this shit is made for you to find some sort of temporary band-aid and shit. Like a weekend, if you work, man, and I'm not talking exempt. You talking, I'm gonna do that. I'm working a 14-hour job right now. Stupid shit. You feel me? Trying to maintain the overhead and all this old shit, man. Man, what is it worth? In the end, what does it all mean? What is it all worth? Because while I just be trying to maintain looking normal to the surface, while I try to, in my own little domain, I'm trying to level up. I can't be regular, man. I got to tap in because I'm already crossing the halftime. We already in intermission right now. So I can't afford. And they already tried to take me out at 16. I can't afford to just be regular. Just act like I got another go round at this moment. I don't got another go round. I don't got it. My spirit says it. You feel me? I'm just letting y'all see the signs like I see them. For those who have eyes to see, let them see. Because anything else is uncivilized. Well, my whole point is, in this whole new Sag moon, I'm just now getting into all of that. Which you'll swear I've been in it for a minute, because all it did was connect another dot on a piece of the puzzle and made me more misunderstood. On my counterparts, that's like, yeah, he losing it. You goddamn right, I'm losing it. I don't want to be regular. And so now this is my platform. Why? Because I still have to be regular to those that don't know me. I don't got to be regular here. I could tell the truth here. So, you feel me? And we recognize all the energies that surround us and how they act. But one of the things that I'm trying to be clear on is whether or not that is my what is it? What my guy PM say? My own personal gravity. I'm trying to make sure, you feel me, that it is my own personal gravity serving me well. You feel me? That now, shout out, because I got channeled that, and man, it was the truth for me, because it had to do with another soundtrack to my life. You feel me? Like the whole melancholy, woe is me start going into the, the chorus where he's talking about someone he's smitten for, and he don't understand that she can't see it. Feel me? It's like giving a chick a compliment and she be like, I don't like this. Or the whole good girls like bad guys. Like, when I broke that down, I'm like, yeah, that's because if you don't love yourself, you don't want something. You only are going to attract the representation of what you feel you deserve inside, regardless of what you tell others. And honestly, a nigga be tired of being a nigga want to believe he an alpha dog, but I'm a beta because I love women. Because I got fed the program so much. So even in silence, I was fed the program through music and love songs. Before I let you go, I'm down on bended knee. You feel me? All this whole shit, man. R&B itself was like a trap for me into an emotional cabin fever, because I was always, like in high school, they used to call me radio, because I literally could just have a song for every single emotion, sounding like Bumblebee on fucking a musical Bumblebee from Transformers and shit, right? So much so I had aspirations, but can't say that I still do. I digress. My whole point being, I'm gonna close this one off. I just needed to vent. I don't really got no direction in this shit right now. You feel me? But the energy is so heavy that I had to get out and get away from my own dwellings, because my own dwelling has become my own cell to my innocence portrayed by Jennifer Lopez, who will become the environment, swallowed by it, trying to understand it. Do not try to understand. The word for the rest of 2019 is disengage. Okay? If it does not serve your highest good, disengage. I've never seen flies in the area of Vegas that I miss. A lot of flies, Lord of the Flies. That energy is what they're attracted to. They're attracted to negativity because they always are. They can always be found around defecation, which is the part of the body that is the unusable part. They gravitate, they eat, they feast, they have children, you feel me? That's their paradise, i.e. why the association to negative energy and flies. It is a usable energy, energy that since I've been doing chaos magic, every time I get into a bad vibe thinking, you feel me, and something doesn't go my way, a fly is here now, like somewhere in the, or out right outside on the patio, just flying around in a circle, nowhere else. Like, and I'm like, fuck you. Right? Shit. Because what could be lonely about you? What could be lonely about you? That's, oh man. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. I just want it to be over, but I know it's just starting, and that shit, it feels uncomfortable. It's just starting, and I want it to be over, and it's just starting. And ain't that a bitch? Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this one right there.